Hi friends, this is Shaji. Today I'm going to discuss about the file permission in Linux. Let me create some file for that. Every file and directory on your Linux system is assigned three types of owner. First one is user, second one is group, third one is other. That user is the owner of the file. By default, the person who created a file become its owner. Second, group contain a multiple users. Third one is other, any other user who has access to a file. Linux divides the file permission into read, write, executed, denoted by R, W and X. Read permission give you the authority to open and read a file. Write permission give you the authority to modify the content of a file. In Linux, without execute permission, you cannot run a program. Let me explain you this line. The first line indicating its file. The first part of RW is showing that this user have read-write access. The second part is showing that group have only read access. The third part is showing that other have only read access. This indicates the symbol and this user is owner of this file, and the second one is that this group is owner of this file. This indicates that file of this size and this date and time, and these are the file names. With the help of chmod, we can change the file permission. There are two ways to use the command. First one is symbolic mode and second one is absolute mode. Let me show you how to change the file permission using with symbolic mode. The user does not have executive permission. If you wish to add execute permission to this file, use chmod, then user plus means adding permission to a file directory. If you want to remove any permission, you can use minus. With the help of equal symbol, we can rewrite the permission. But now I am going to add execute permission to user. So for that command is u plus. For that command is u plus that execute, then that file name. So I'm going to see that now that user have read and execute permission. Now I'm going to remove others read access. That command is chmod others o. For removing the permission using minus, then I'm going to remove that read access r, then that file name. Then I'm going to see that. Now that other user have no access in this file, let me show you some more example. U means user, G means group, O means others. Now I am going to rewrite the full permission with the help of equal. So read write X, then that file name. As you can see, it's changed. So now that full user have access in this file. Second method is absolute mode. With this we can set permission for owners like users, group and others. For example, that value is 764. That means that read write and execute permission to the owner, and read write permission for group, and read permission to the owner. Let me show you that. 764, then that file name is that user have read and execute permission, and that group have read write permission, that others have read access. The next command is chown. With the help of this command, we can change the ownership of a file or directory. Before going to use this command, let me create one new user. I'm setting password for that user. I have created one user. Let me change the ownership of file using with chown. So I'm going to change this file, this Acer. That command is chown user. That user is user1. That file name. Sudo privilege is required. Now that owner is changed. Before it was Shaji, it changed to user1. That means that new user. The next command is chgrp. With the help of this command, we can change the group of ownership. Let me create a new group for that. Sudo So I'm going to change this group. That command is chgrp. Then that group name, test group, then file name. So the privilege is required. See, as you can see, that group also changed to test group. If you want to change the user as well as group for a file or directory, then you can use this command chown username user1 colon test open file name. As we can see, this also changed. I hope this video will be helpful for you. Thank you for watching.